Hello and welcome to AI Matters. AI Matters. I'm your host Graham, and today I'll be looking under the hood of one of the most critical technology projects happening right now in the energy sector. We often talk about AI in the abstract, chatbots, image generators, the flashy stuff. But what happens when you need AI to help manage critical national infrastructure? When hallucinations aren't just funny quirks, but potential risks to the power grid? Today, I'm going to walk you through a journey of building what we call a digital brain for a major national energy operator. It's a project that started with a simple goal: give every engineer and planner secure access to AI. But the reality of building it, that's required a massive pivot. We had to move from building demos to building a vending machine for enterprise AI. So let's dive in. First, let's look at where we are right now. So it's just hit its alpha release milestone. It was a tough push. It missed the original October target. But what's live today is already changing how the teams work. They have two main agents running in the wild right now. The first is the industry radar. Imagine having a super smart research assistant who reads every new government policy, every regulatory update, and every energy news article before you even wake up. It summarizes the entire landscape daily, so the engineers don't have to doom scroll. The second tool is one I use myself, podcast generator. It sounds a bit sci-fi, but it's incredibly practical. You can feed it a dense 50-page technical report on energy tariffs, and it converts that into a conversational audio summary. For executives who spend half their day driving between operational sites, this turns dead time into learning time. But, and there's always a but, the feedback from alpha users has been a wake-up call. They love the interface, but they are demanding much higher accuracy. In the energy world, precision is everything, and that demand for precision forced it to look hard at the foundations. So this brings us to the engine room pivot. In the early days of this project, when a data science team wanted to build a new model, we effectively gave them an empty cloud subscription. We handed them a plot of digital land and said, "Good luck. Please don't do anything unsafe." Well, that works for a hackathon, but it doesn't work for critical infrastructure. It doesn't scale, and it's a security nightmare waiting to happen. So it's shifting to what the lead architect calls a vending machine model. Here's how it works. Instead of a team waiting weeks for IT to provision servers, they'll run a single automated pipeline. Click. The vending machine drops a fully pre-configured secure environment. It comes with everything they need pre-installed: VS Code, Jupyter Labs for coding, secure access to GPT-4 and other models, private networking, so no data ever touches the public internet. Technically, we're moving away from a simple web apps to a container apps architecture. We're using a tool called KEDA, which is for auto-scaling. This means if an agent isn't being used, say at 3 a.m. on Sunday, it scales down to 0. It costs the client absolutely nothing until someone asks a question. That efficiency for a publicly funded organisation is huge. Now let's talk about the fuel for this engine, the data. So it's currently built a specialised agent for strategic planning. This isn't just reading the news, it's digesting about 4,000 chunks of complex long-term infrastructure plans. The engineering challenge here isn't just getting the AI to read the documents, the challenge is security. We have a specific requirement, number 15 in our backlog, that is keeping us up at night. It says the system must limit the user's access to data they have explicit permissions for. So think about that. If a junior engineer asks the AI, what is the confidential budget for Project X? The AI might know the answer because it's read the document, but the engineer isn't allowed to know. So we aren't just building a chatbot, we're engineering a unified API gateway This gateway passes the user's digital identity token all the way through the system. If that user doesn't have permission to view the file in SharePoint, the AI effectively forgets that that file exists for the specific conversation. It's complex, but it's the only way to deploy generative AI safely in an enterprise environment. So what's the end game here? We're moving towards a federated operating model. Right now, there's one central AI platform team doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but we don't want that to be a bottleneck. We want the trading team to build their own agents. We want the control room to build their own operational tools. By building this vending machine, we're decentralizing innovation, giving the teams standardized safe blocks they need to build their own solutions, moving away from being builders to being enablers. Timeline-wise, we are heads down right now proving this new architecture works with the podcast agent. By Q1 next year, the goal is to have the vending machine fully operational and ready to support the next generation of planning tools. So, it's an exciting time. It feels like we're finally graduating from experimental phase of AI to the industrial phase. It's less flashy than a viral demo, but reliable, secure infrastructure is what actually delivers value in the long run. So that's it for this update on AI matters. I'm Graham. I'll be back next sprint, hopefully to share a demo of the scale to zero architecture in action. Thanks for listening.